As you can see, Ethereum's absolutely pumping towards the upside right now. And essentially, this is coming from our news that we had this Friday where Powell was speaking at the Jackson Hole event. Essentially, just before Powell spoke, we had a Fed official actually saying that they were not that worried about inflation actually moving towards the upside. And we know that this is actually bullish for rate cuts, as I've said over here, because essentially the Fed was actually looking at inflation due to the tariffs, looking at if inflation is going to be going up or down due to the uncertainty around the tariffs, and the previous PPI numbers indicated that the Fed was not too sure whether to cut rates or to actually raise them. So they just halted rates and they didn't change it at all since the previous FOMC meeting. And everybody was forecasting a rate cut up until recently where we were unsure. However, we had a Fed official actually coming in saying that they were not worried about inflation causing this massive Ethereum pump. So that's absolutely amazing to be seeing. And to sum up the Powell speech, essentially he's mentioning that downside risk to employment is rising. He also said the tariff effects on consumer prices are now clear, which is absolutely amazing because essentially tariffs was the gray area that Jerome Powell was trying to clear up. But now he's saying that the tariff effects are more clear now and he has room to actually potentially make a decision whether he's going to be cutting rates or not. And essentially he said that his base case is that the tariff impact on inflation will be short-lived, indicating that he is likely to actually decrease their interest rate. So we can check the target rate probabilities on the CME group, and you can see right now that the Fed meeting actually scheduled in September has an 89.2 probability of a 25 basis point rate cut right now. So that's actually looking amazing. We've seen Ethereum actually pop towards the upside, which is looking quite good. And we've had Bitcoin actually bounce from this huge support level that I've mentioned in a previous video. I said that it's crucial that we defend this previous low, as we'll be changing market structure if we were to trade below it. We actually held the support perfectly. So as you can see, we're still trading within this range for Bitcoin, and it is likely we can start to move to the top of the range now that we've had bullish news. And if we can move to the top of the range, our previous all-time highs is at 124 for Bitcoin, which is actually not too far from the price that we are now. So you can see that the gap towards all-time highs is very minimal, and once we actually clear our all-time highs, that actually allows for an environment to be extremely bullish across all the crypto market. Now for Bitcoin, you can see that we had a lot of liquidations in and around the $118 mark and onwards, and you can see that all of the liquidity to the top side has absolutely been getting grabbed. That's actually looking quite good. I can give it a quick refresh and you'll be able to see that Bitcoin's actually clearing all the top side liquidity right now, which is looking absolutely amazing. So of course that's added more fuel to the fire, and it's allowed this pump to actually stay. As you know, we started to hit the liquidity cluster, Bitcoin started to continue moving towards the upside. Now, as for the Ethereum liquidation heat map, you can see the exact same thing. It's actually massively cleared that liquidation pool, as we had a lot of people short in ETH, like we've mentioned. And then we said that Ethereum was testing previous resistance that's now turning towards support, and Ethereum actually is likely to break its all-time highs now as it's pumping towards the upside quite nicely. You can see that as well. Ethereum had previous liquidity grabs, and this led to the price moving to the upside astronomically. And you can see right now that we had a liquidity grab recently, and this is where we had the SMMC meeting when we reclaimed the liquidity grab support level, and we were waiting for a move towards the upside or the downside. And you can see Ethereum's massively moved to the upside just like the previous two times, which is looking very bullish right now. So you can see Ethereum is very close to making new all-time highs, and once it's past this red support level, I think Ethereum is going to be moving to the upside quite massively. So that's actually looking quite good. You can see Ethereum is actually repeating its fractal from 2020, where we had a V-shaped recovery, and then we had a period where we were above the neckline of the V-shaped recovery, and that's the region that we're in right now. So if we can see Ethereum actually start to clear this high, we're going to be seeing Ethereum move parabolic just like it did in 2020. On that higher time frame, on a monthly time frame, we also have a bullish MACD cross that's looking bullish for Ethereum, and we have this symmetrical triangle bull flag pattern, and we've broken out, so that's actually looking good. And this just shows that there's a lot of strength to come for Ethereum and your altcoins. So I will not be fading this in the long term. So if I were you, I'll be loading up on the dip. I'll be buying as much altcoins as possible at the minute. And you may ask, where's the best place to do that? The best place to do that is Bit2Next, which is the first link in the description. Bit2Next are actually giving my community a massive deposit bonus of up to 20% on your deposit. And if you deposit $2,000, you can get 400 dollars for free right there. So you can get up to $400 in future bonuses. So I'll be using that first link in the description if I were you. And if you want to be claiming this deposit bonus, which is free money to be trading, once you click the first link in the description, it'll take you to this page over here where you can actually come and click this link and start getting signed up, so that once you're signed up, you can actually claim your free bonus once you deposit some funds onto the exchange. But yeah, that's a quick one from me. We're pumping right now, and you have all the relevant details to why and what to expect in the future. So yeah, make sure to smash up that like button, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next one. Have a blessed rest of your day. Peace, guys. See ya. Bye bye.